Hey, get out and do a bit of wild camping. You know it makes sense. You know it makes sense. So you'll probably know this camp, like I say, it's a well-known man on YouTube. So I'm going to give him the cue to come in. That's what I'm going to do. Cue it, Damo. He's here. So he's invited us down for a wild camp, me and Jai, and we're going to, like I say, a bit of hammocking, bit of fishing. Got a few catapults here as well, so we're going to hoist some catapults up and do a bit of that.
Plenty of pigeons.
Plenty of pigeons.
Yeah, run away.
Thing is, there needs to be a few leaves up the trees, doesn't there? Yes.
Once they land, you lose them, can't see them.
Aye, once up there, like, need to be a good shot now. I need to keep practicing. I'm getting there, but I just need to keep practicing. But like,
I reckon there's one or two yetis in this woods, like.
Oh, there's only one big daft yeti in that woods, and that's me, innit? I'm the only big daft yeti in here. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. We're going to get set up. There's no point filming me getting set up and Jai getting set up. We've seen it all before. So hopefully, I'll catch you when I finish this can. I'm all set up and ready to party. See you in a bit.
Well, I'm out again for another wild camp in my local woodland, and I'm out with a friend and his son, John Northeastbushcraft. You'll probably know him by now if you watch any of my videos. But we're going to do a spot of fishing. We've already got our camp set up over there, and I've just come over here for a bit of a waffle and have a look at the water, see if there's anything rising. It's a lovely little stretch, this, and I've caught many a fish with it here over the years. Right, I'm going to give you a look at my setup. I'm trying something different today. I'm in my hammock because I'm only using a 3 metre square tarp. It isn't long enough to cover my hammock properly, so I thought, well, I've got a 4.5 metre by 3 metre tarp, but I didn't want to bring that because it's a bit more bulky. It's not the weight, it's the fact that I'm using a 35 litre pack and it fills up really quick. And I want to use my DD Superlight tarp, which packs down really small. But like I says, it's a bit too short for the hammock. So I came up with this idea. Well, I'm saying I came up with this idea. I seen a guy on YouTube, and I don't know who he is to give him full credit for the idea. So I'm not claiming to be the originator of it. See, the tarp, it's just a bit too short, you know, and if it rains, you know, the ends of the hammock's going to get wet. So I made these diamond shaped, where they're just like off, it's just old bits of ground sheet from a tent. I can't even remember where I got it from actually, but I sewed loops on the end, and like in one of them adjuster things, and it's got like hooks, and it just hooks onto the tarp midway, and it's sort of like, I've got loops there, and it's held on with like, well, it's kept tight with prusik knots, one on each side. I've left you under quilt at home, like I thought, I had stuff hidden in the woods. I've got ground sheets and roll mats, and all I'm using is one of my roll mats, just to lie on that for a change. And as far as adjusting the hammock, you've probably all seen it before. I'm using descender rings, and I'm not going to show you how to do it because it means untying it, but you like loop it around and then through one of the rings. And it's really easy to adjust, and I just put this slippery half hitch in, you know, which it'll pull out if I pull it, so that easy comes out. It's just easy adjustable. This is the material that came with the hammock, you know, and I was quite a lot of it, so I regathered it and made it like a kind of a loop here because I just didn't like it, and I thought, well, I just got to run down. You see, if water runs down here, it hits them descender rings and just drips from it, or this drip line here, it'll just drip down there. And all I'm using is webbing from it's one of them ratchet kits, you know, for, you know, ratchet clamp sets, whatever you call them. And I've got my carabiner there, which just makes it a little bit easier for unclipping and reclipping without having to go through the loop which is tied into the fabric. So if it wasn't for these, I would have to probably have the tarp in a diamond configuration, which gives you an extra foot or so on the ends, which would have done, but you just don't get that cover, that protection if the wind's blowing in from, if the rain's blowing in from the side. I'll just give you a little quick wander around.
Ground bait, in.
John's getting his fishing gear sorted.
Maggots.
Good, that's Jai's set up. Canny little setup that like. Like I say, it's fiddly sometimes getting a hammock and tarp set up right, but once it's done, it's really comfortable.
Just let them fizzle out next to where I'm camping. And you come with your video camera,
Yeah.
video. Me video, you video, me video, and you.
Aye. I've just come to see if I can nick any tips off you for the fishing.
Well, I can't tell you. It's all top secret.
Aye.
I've brought a good array of stuff, like some feeders.
Oh, very good.
Some different kind of feeders like a ground bait feeder, you know.
Yeah.
Plenty of hooks, plenty of floats. I've even got some really light floats I used to have for my pole. Some wagglers.
It'd be interesting to see your tactics.
My aye.
Because I'm doing something slightly different. I'll just be.
I've even got false bread, man, here.
Have you?
False bread, aye,
Never
like
heard of
luncheon
that.
meat. False luncheon meat.
Oh right, that's weird. I've never
Aye,
seen
so
that before.
basically you put that on and then it'll float, so it'll actually sit off the bottom.
Yeah.
Just to try different ways, mate. You try one way, I'll try another, and we'll keep switching to what starts hatching, you know.
And are there maggots
Even
on
got
there?
a spoon in here.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And you know what? The good thing about maggots is, right, in a survival situation, you can eat them.
We can always eat them.
Yeah.
And not be me.
They're all different colours. You've got casters in there as well.
No, just all mixed. Just a mixed bag. I've got some mixed bag of ground bait there. That's another secret recipe, you know, that I'm going to hoy in.
Well,
So I am going to set up, Jamie, and just...
well, I'll be joining you in a minute once I've done a little bit of wandering around and waffling. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I'll have some meatballs. I've had no breakfast, and
John wants to get him on the drink.
I haven't. I'm not going to get stupid with the drink. I think we're very sensible today. We've only brought like a handful of cans, you know, like with 25 each, something like that. But we're not going to get like silly, you know. But I'm going to have something quick to eat now. You know, for simplicity, I've brought the old Coleman's petrol stove. I don't use it enough actually, because I just don't like carrying the weight.
I love it, Damien.
It's a belter stove. Great for car camping, like, or even like, it's the fact that it runs on petrol, that's why I like it. This is a lot easier and quicker than using the buddy burners. I'm going to have some meatballs, but I'm getting sick of meatballs and mash. I'm going to have noodles in with them as well. And this is a tip I've got of you, John.
Go on.
Them like boiling the bags.
Yeah.
Cut the bag a bit lower down so you can get your spoon in.
Spoon in. I'll cut it on an angle.
Yeah.
Like fold it on its side and we'll do it.
See, you do come up with good ideas, don't you?
Come in handy every now and again, you know.
Yeah.
It's not very often, Damien, but you know.
Yeah.
Glad to help, mate. I'll come in handy when I show you how to catch these fish.
Well, I'm going to just tickle them later, you know. I'm not going to actually put a worm on the hook. I'm just going to basically look for them under the bank and tickle them till they submit. So the noodles, it just specs up. We'll go a little bit further. And I've had nothing today whatsoever. I didn't even have any breakfast. I just didn't fancy it. And as usual, half the noodles goes into my water, which I'll be drinking out of later. And the only gripe with these meals is there's not much of them.
There's not enough, is there? You need two, don't you?
Yeah, you need two, or you need to add other stuff to it to make it go a bit further.
Definitely. Rice, perfect.
Yeah. I'm just keeping it simple with a single lug worm on a hook. No weight or anything. The weight of the worm will be able to cast out quite far with that. John's using a secret method, he's not going to tell us.
I'll tell you, Damien, once I've caught.
Once you've caught you, once you've getting your bag filled, you'll tell me how to do it.
Aye. Well, I'll bring us back in a bit once I'm all set up and sitting chilling, and I'm going to go and get another can of beer. Right, Jai, how's a bit of that in? Just a swig. This is the secret formula. Foster's lager with a bit of ground bait. Now, these are Geordie fish, you see, they like a drink. Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, if they're anything like me and they like a lager, bit of Foster's, this is going to attract them into my swim. So there's the ground bait. I've got some maggots. I'm going to put that on my hook, double maggot with a bit of ground bait. See what happens. What's that can? You didn't spill it more, kid?
Right. And all I've got is a single worm on a hook. So 2 different tactics. And whichever tactics works, that'll be the tactic we use.
I'm definitely biting that. Will you lose it today? You will. I'll give you though. Chop with that funded for you.
Can I be my first fish?
I hope so. That's him.
I'm gonna let it swallow it.
The one on like?
It's got it. I don't know if it's swallowed it, but I'm gonna let it give it time out there. Get a hold of it, you know, properly.
That's straight me. Like now, look, it's gone that. There you go. Put your tight on. You want it a bit more tighter? Didn't you knock my line, ye?
I'm under it, over.
Ah, you're under it. You in? Oh, he's in.
He's a good fish. Yeah.
He's a good fish.
Oh, look at it.
Come here. Get the net down for you, son. Bring it to me. Where are you?
Oh, can I net it?
No.
Ready yet, mate. Fish in there. Keep that in.
There's the net, so you know where it is. Once you get him on top of me, I'll pull it through. Go on. There you go.
Yeah. Good size fish in there.
There you go, Damien. Well done, mate.
1-0. No, there's no competition. I think we're all going to catch some at the day.
Well in, mate. Well in.
But imagine if yours was in front of his, you would have got it.
Not a bad sized fish. Couldn't throw him back like because he's a keeper him like.
Brilliant, Damien. Buzzing for you.
Good spot this, isn't it?
Aye.
Where is it?
So what was that? Just a worm?
Well, man.
Just a worm floating down.
Just a free
Brilliant.
line.
Cheers, mate. Well done, pal. Well done.
It's hard work fishing, isn't it? You need a drink.
Hope I get one now. There's me, went out and bought loads of ground bait and maggots, and he's just went out digging some bloody worms last night,
Well,
and he's on.
I've got loads of worms, so if you want to switch tactics anytime you want.
Oh, I'm not switching tactics, me.
Right now I'm going to bring that in because Ooh. To the fast hold. Got a fish. Oh, come to daddy.
Shall I get the net?
Oh, aye. Well, you.
Oh, you've got it. Look at him.
Oh, he's gone under there. Oh,
You're gonna fall in here, aren't you?
I think that's just.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
He's fell in.
I'll be alright. I'll just get my feet wet.
Okay, good. That's another throw.
Sort of.
Got it?
Yeah.
We'll go now.
Aye, holla. That's another one for the pan.
Looked big when it was jumping, didn't you?
But he was the one that was feeding it. You see, we got to go hunting in the woods sometimes.
Aye. Damien went hunting that one out.
See, I watched him the second time he rose. I knew he was in the same spot.
Aye.
I thought that would be the. Oh, the hook's.
Foul hook then?
The hook's out. I wonder if he. No, oh, it's actually gone through and then it was out the gills.
Alright. Right. You probably just want a spoon. You're going to light the fire, mate, are you? Right, so what have you got in your hand? A lighter. Because we're not messing about the night hour. We just want the fire lit because we're starving. And what else you got in your hand? Pine resin. So do you want to light the pine resin then? And have you got the sticks on the side ready to go straight on afterwards? Yeah? Go on then, pal. Let that set away and then break the sticks up. What are you doing there, Jai? Who'd you learn that off?
Oh, what's his name?
The Welsh lads?
Yeah.
We're still going to go out now. Still hot now.
You just keep turning them, it'll be fine, like.
Yeah. This is why I love camping, John. It's just things like this, you know, these are special moments.
Aye, aren't they?
You know, it's something you hope they catch a fish, but something that never happens. But when you do catch a fish, it's special, you know. It's, nature provides for
All the time, doesn't it?
Provides the food, provides the wood. As long as you have the skills and the knowledge to find these things, and you're having fun.
Well, you definitely had the skills and the knowledge. See me, I didn't have any skill or knowledge.
Well,
the only reason I'm eating tonight, Damien, is because of your expertise on the.
I would disagree
on the
because
river.
you've got the skills and knowledge. You just tried a different tactic. You tried maggots, which
didn't work though.
Didn't really work on the day, but that's what it takes. Something I was lucky. It worked for me.
I think it was pure luck.
Yeah.
That's what it was, mate.
I'm a beginner, you know. I'm a beginner.
Beginner's luck, was it?
Bloomin' hell, that's hot, that.
Oh, she's cooking now.
I think I turned at the right time, like.
See if I can get a close-up for you. It's actually looks lovely, mate, I tell you.
I think I turned at the right time. It was about 5 minutes out, like.
Yeah, man.
This is where it's at. Get up and do a bit of wild camping and fishing, you know it makes sense.
Packing, mate. Good job. I can't be in here, I was starved. Just think it makes it worthwhile when you go out and catch it. You know, some people forget, don't they, where the food come from Asda. I think it come from Asda, didn't it? And that's where it was grew and thingied.
I think it was, they forget who gets it Asda.
Mm-hmm. I get a lot with mine when we dogs and when I run a rabbit and that, and I think it's so cruel, but that's how our ancestors would have killed them.
We're so used to going to the supermarket and everything being wrapped up, you know, wrapped up in cling film and prepared forward.
Mm-hmm.
It's a skill that we shouldn't forget. We should, you know, at least know how to do.
Well, I know how to catch a rabbit. You know how to catch your airfish. So when the shit hits the fan, mate, we're teaming up, all right? we might invite Daz over and all, you know.
Aye.
And maybe the musk, because he'll need looking after the musk, because he won't have a clue, that kid.
Aye.
So we'll look after a selected few, won't we, kid?
Yeah.
Well, demolish that. Lovely.
In my living the dream, basically, this is what you call living the dream. No good sitting in the house in your armchairs thinking you know everything about bushcraft, because nobody knows everything about bushcraft.
Ah, no.
It's a learning curve. We're not experts, we just love getting out here and doing it.
Definitely not experts, far from it. Never ever claimed to be, never ever would claim to be. I just enjoy being here.
It's a lovely spot, this, isn't it?
Oh, mate, it's absolutely one of the nicest spots I've ever camped in, to be fair. Like,
It's our secret location, isn't it?
secret location.
Near Pegswood.
Aye, near Pegswood. Aye, near Pegswood.
Yeah.
We can waffle, me and you, can't we?
I'm going to soften it anyway. I'll just edit out.
Just put little bits in, just little.
Just little snippets.
Aye, me and John had a bit moment talking
about life, the universe, and everything.
Aye.
Well, get out and do it a while camping, you know it makes sense. I'm basically in my long johns, lying on top of me roll mat. I'm not even in my sleeping bag, it's just so humid. You can see I got my Mother Teresa veil on. It's actually quite good for the midges, this, like, keeps you warm, keeps the bugs off you. It's a fishing snood, and I'll just take that off. I love it. But I'm expecting the midges, but they're not happening. That's not happening yet, so what can I say? I've had a few beers. I haven't gone totally daft, you know. I've just, I don't know, listen to that rain, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? Therapeutical. Right, I'm just gonna sign off now because I could talk all night and just drain the batteries, and people don't want to hear that, you know. So if there's anything interesting, I'll switch on. If not, I'll just catch you tomorrow morning. Morning. Well, this started last night around about 9 o'clock, and it's just been heavy rain all night. We're going to get a bit of fishing done today, and I don't think it's going to happen. And it looked like them tarp extenders did the job, kept the rain off. The water's been dripping down here and just going down the webbing and off the descender rings as well. And that's bone dry, although it's slightly damp there, but this is dry. You can see me tarp, it wouldn't have extended past my hammock, so I would have gotten wet last night. It's been a good test because it's been absolutely chopping it down, really heavy. In fact, I don't even want to get up. I'm putting off the inevitable, like, because this is going to be like this for most of the day. And I haven't brought a coat, so at some point I'm going to walk out of here and I'm going to get wet. Aye, fair weather wanderer.
Jai still in bed. We all stayed dry last night. We did not come down all night, Damien, wasn't it? Never stopped.
It's torrential, like.
All night. But, you know, we're not just, what is it?
Fair weather.
We're not just fair weather wanderers, me and Damien and Jai. We go out in all weathers, alright?
Because you know it makes sense.
Because you know it makes sense. Aye. Right, I've got 6 burgers, like. I'll be able to eat 2. Do you want a couple of burgers?
No thanks, John, I'm absolutely stuffed.
Well, Mr. Fox might get them then.
I heard him barking last night. Did you hear the owl as well?
Aye.
He was tooting on. I think we might get some fishing done. That rain's really eased off now. Right, I'm going to have to go now because it's absolutely chucking it down. I'm a fair weather wanderer and I just can't cope with this rain. Like,
Are you away, mate, are you?
I'm away, aye, so...
Need bother, mate, it's been a pleasure. See you on the next one. See you on the next one.
Yeah. See you, Jai. Get out and do it a wild cap, you know, it makes sense. I'll see you on the next one.